Welcome back to another episode of the For the Healthy Host podcast.
Where we talk about conscious living, self awareness, and everything in between.
I'm your host, Ree.
Sunset Tim,
Thank you for joining us and allowing us to be a part of your journey.
smooth. So
Smooth.
I was trying to hurry up and beat you to it. So how
How are
you
you?
feeling today?
Um, I'm good. I I've reacquainted myself, unfortunately, with escapism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's tried to enter back into my life. I've had some moments where I was uncomfortable and I just wanted to do what felt good, like what was easy, what was convenient. And the answer to that is escape. And I did that, but that shit backfired on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing that I wanted the most wasn't really the thing that I needed. And my form of escapism, sometimes it's like really healthy. Like I'll go on a run. That's not really escapism though. But like lately it's been media consumption, and that really backfired on me because I'm in a space where I really have to save my energy for the things that are important to me, and we don't realize it, but when we are watching something, like you are still giving your energy to that thing. When you're listening to something, you're still giving your energy to that thing. um and I just been overdoing it, and I just
Yeah.
feel a little drained and a little away from myself, but I'm getting back. Don't get me wrong. Like it's all good. I'm coming back. And I'm realizing it. So that is what is really important. I know that was long, but
No, it went long. That was about the right size.
yeah, I had to keep it a book. That's how I'm really doing. But I'm on my way home though. How are you?
I'm good. I'm together. A
Mm.
little bit together. I ain't really never all the way together. But together
Mhm.
as much as I've been in the last few weeks. It actually feel like I ain't been on a podcast in a long
I
time.
know, cause last week you weren't here. The week
It,
before that it was just me. So it's
yeah,
been a
yeah.
couple of weeks.
It feel like it.
I
It's good to
missed
be
you.
back. You saw me every day.
No, but I missed you here.
I missed y'all here too. I really do. I miss the
Yeah.
community a lot. So it's good to be back. Um, but like I was saying, I've felt complete over these last couple of weeks. As I said, as complete as you can when you're on a journey, when you're on this life thing.
Mhm.
Um, I ain't, I've felt faith so well these last couple of weeks, and
Mm.
it's been kind of effortless. A lot of times I've had faith and I've had like to be like, all right, it's gonna be okay. Just close your eyes, you know what I mean, get through this, you know what I'm saying? You got this, you got faith. But lately faith has just been like effortless. Like I said, I ain't had to like tense up and get ready for a shot, like get ready for pain and go through the pain because I know Allah has me on the other end. Lately it's just been really smooth. I ain't stressed about
I feel
anything
that.
or I ain't even thought twice about anything, a issue or a problem. Well, I ain't thought twice about nothing about how this might get done or that get done. I ain't thought about nothing. Once I kind of like set the intention and said, Allah got it, I have let go and like it's worked miracles on
Love
on
that.
me. It really has, and it's a really comforting place to be in, to where you just be like, I got faith that it's going to be worked out in my favor. I'm gonna do what I can do, but I ain't gonna press nothing about it and just flow. I've never been so at ease in faith in my life, really. So this is a really good comforting time for me.
Yeah. And I can feel that energy from you.
Yeah.
I think you kind of mentioned this to me earlier today, and I'm like, now that you say it, like I have, I feel energy. But I feel that faith in you. I feel that ease, and it's magnetic, and I appreciate you for existing and for
Mm.
being my life
See,
partner.
stop it, bro. Don't get to going. Like
Oh my
you
god.
sent me in early, baby.
It's not simping, it's love, okay?
Okay, okay. I got the same feelings for you.
Ditto on that dog thing. You said that's what you basically
I
said.
mean, yeah, but you worded it better. I can't word it no
Yeah,
better than that. I do. I got the same feelings for you.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Now, how y'all doing? From the cubes. I ain't got to see. Yeah, I really haven't got to like be with the community in a minute.
That won't happen again.
It won't happen again.
That
So
won't. We needed a little rest last week because you know.
yes, I did. But truly, like, comment and let me know because I ain't seen y'all in a minute. So
What's popping?
like, like my nigga, I haven't seen you in a minute. So please comment, update, and let me know what's going on with y'all.
Yeah, take a minute. Check in with yourself. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Finding, grounding, anchoring yourself in this moment. How are you feeling? You let us breathe this
I
week.
did. I did. When you play back on the camera, you gonna see. I was like, nah, not yet, not
Because
yet.
the thing is, are you breathing though? When
I
I
be
say
breathing.
breathe.
I do. I do. I take two good ones. And then I'm waiting on the rest of the class, like to finish.
Okay, I guess some of us need longer breaths than others,
So
and that's
just say-
fine.
but I waited though. I patiently waited this time. I really did.
Love that.
I'm learning. I
Love
really
that.
am.
Appreciate that.
So with that out the way, what we rapping about today?
So today is one of them days where we just kind of like releasing,
Mm-hmm.
ranting, a mind dump, if you will.
If you will.
Like plain and simple.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to do this. It's actually an exercise that I learned when I started to tackle my anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
When you just have a lot of thoughts going on in your mind, some good, some bad, some
Mm-hmm.
productive, some unproductive, but a rampant flow of thoughts is when you need to literally just take the time and say, you know what? I got all these files going.
Yeah.
I'm finna take the time and to hear each one clearly, and then I'm putting them somewhere. Y'all getting put somewhere.
Yeah.
But because sometimes when you don't, they just keep like the files just keep downloading quicker and faster, trying to grab your attention, and it just really like clouds the
Cloud.
mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it be really one of them situations in life where you feel a certain way and you don't know why.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You got
You
feelings.
harboring on the
Yeah, you
energy.
got feelings to process, energy to go through, thoughts that need to be completed, like, and it all can just like ball up until you're not mad, but you're not angry, you're not sad, you're not happy. It's just a cluster of energy that needs to really be like,
Yeah, you're blocked.
yeah, dissected. You know what I mean? And that's what we on today,
Yeah. So welcome to our audio journal.
basically.
Yeah. So what's been on your mind?
First thing that I'm gonna go because this was like I'm trying to recall when I had this thought. It first started about a week ago, but then like it developed, and I got to see more of what was on it as the
Mm-hmm.
week went through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to get it as I'm trying to clear it as much as my you
Yeah.
know what I mean as I know. But I felt like lately I felt like somebody and nobody at the exact same time.
Mm.
I felt so much bigger than just myself lately. I felt bigger than a wage, bigger than a title, bigger than any accomplishment. I felt bigger than one life. I
Wow.
felt bigger than one existence. I felt so big that I felt connected to everything. I feel connected to a lot more than ever. So I think that's why I'm feeling so connected to everything else because the universal energy is in all things, right? So I felt so much more than just my single purpose or my
Mm.
single existence. I felt so much more lately. But also, I felt so small. I've also felt like nobody, which not in a negative way, but in a sense of like I am just another heart hanging off the edge of the earth,
Mhm.
like all my other niggas across the world. I am no bigger or better than them. I am just one of those feelings like I'm not above or beneath nobody. And I feel comfort too in knowing that I am small and my entire existence doesn't have the world hanging in the balance.
Wow. That's beautiful.
It's been a really good feeling. I felt biggie and small at the same time.
Biggie.
Yeah, yeah, I felt real biggie and small at the same time to where it's almost like I'm infinite to an
Wow,
extent
that's beautiful.
and shapeless. Like, and shapeless is crazy. Like, to never fit into one thing, but into everything is like crazy work.
That's beautiful.
That's been my feeling lately, and I have enjoyed it so much. This infinite feeling that I can adapt to everything and anything, but to no one unless they are, I hate to use the word worthy, but worthy of me adapting to them. Because I
Mhm.
don't feel like everybody is actually worthy for you to adapt pieces of you to them.
For sure.
Not everybody that come into your life, you should be changing yourself for.
And
You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah, cuz it's not even like worthy. Everyone is worthy by existing, but it may not
Yeah,
their
yeah,
worth
worthy
may
by existence,
but they
but
may not serve you
yeah,
though.
do you need to change your whole how you doing you right now just to fit this one person
Yeah.
in this season of your life? And it might not be worth it. Cause you again, you changing you for another being. Is the change worth it? Is what I'm really
Yeah.
like going into.
Mhm.
Um,
That's interesting.
but yeah, I felt infinite over these last couple days. Everybody, I mean somebody and nobody really.
Yeah, I love that. I It reminds me of ego death.
Mm,
And ego death is just basically detaching from your identity, detaching from your roles, detaching from your titles. And
okay.
it's a way to like deeply connect with your soul. Like everything you explain, like that's soul
Yeah, yeah,
driven.
it is.
Like you've been deeply connected to source, to Allah, therefore you have been connected to your soul. And I have definitely felt that. Like I have been there. I can't say here lately I just been in my own head in my own way, but I have felt that, and it is a beautiful feeling. Like it could bring me to tears.
True.
Like it's just like you literally do feel like everything and nothing at all.
Yeah.
It's like that's the only way that I could describe it. You describe it so beautifully.
Yeah, at times at times like a nigga felt like a tree, like it just rooted
Mm.
and nourished by the earth, and at times I felt like water, just formless and infinite. Like
Cause you are.
you know what I mean? It's been a crazy feeling, but I ain't gonna say I'm addicted to it because I don't want to chase it, but it's been good.
That's flow too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
Everything, even when you were explaining how you've been early on in the conversation, it reminded me of flow.
True.
Like just flowing, existing, not expecting anything, just being. And it's beautiful.
Okay. Give me some. What's on that big mind of yours?
Um, what's on my mind? Something that's been on my mind lately is that I'm a sneaky little bitch. Yeah, I can convince myself of anything.
Okay.
I literally you have to look over like
What?
what? Nah, I can literally convince myself of anything, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, depending
Mm.
on what it is I'm convincing myself of.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, like there's been times where I've convinced myself that what I want, even though it's not what I need, aka self sabotage,
Hmm.
is completely right for me. Like I can make anything
True.
sound good. Like, yeah, no, you need this right now. The lines between wants and needs, they often get blurred based on my mindset.
Hmm.
And I look back and I be like, you really wild. You know that is not what you
Yeah, when
needed.
you said it, this shit crazy. Like it's just yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, and then there are times where I've convinced myself that, the best things possible.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever is dangerous and beautiful at the same time, because whatever you can convince yourself of, you're going to take on that energy and you're going to exist with that thing
Yeah.
you've convinced yourself in mind, and it's
Yeah.
like something that you embody. So yeah, like my subconscious, she's so fucking sneaky, and I get so sick of her.
Yeah.
And I've just been trying to, no, I don't try to do anything. I've been convincing myself of the beautiful things, of the infinite possibilities of, like you said, that flow and that fluidity and being formless and taking shape and space any way I see fit.
Yeah, what you just said was crazy. Like convincing, like we do be like some sneaky little motherfuckers to ourselves, real
Yes.
deceiving sometimes.
Yes.
If you if you don't got a good grip on your desires, they will whisper to you certain things like,
Mhm.
"We need
Mhm.
that. We need that. We gotta buy that. We need
Yeah.
that. Come on, we everything we've been through these last couple weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and she don't be wrong.
She,
Why
I
is
mean, do she?
side note? Why I'm listening to my higher self this morning? She's talking to me with a British accent.
What?
Yes.
How your inner dialogue take on accents?
Yours don't. Am I insane? Am
Yeah,
I
you
crazy?
got you got different work going
Well,
on.
I think it's because no, I'm literally insane.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
cutting that out. No one needs to
no.
know.
We keeping that. We're keeping that.
I think it's because this morning we was looking at a baking video and the guy was from the UK. And
He
so
was from
she's
UK.
talking to me and she's like, it's okay, you're gonna be good. Like she has this little British
UK accent
accent.
is really nice. It is very
It's very
it's very
comforting.
comforting. It is. But I feel you on that because in order for something to be real, we have to buy into it. And once
Mm.
we buy into it, it don't matter if it's real or not.
It's
We
real to
believe it's
us.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So um we believe we are beautiful, at the same time we believe we are ugly at one point too. We
Yeah.
believe both ends.
Yeah.
Who's gonna dominate today's conversation? Who's gonna dominate today's energy?
Yeah.
So you have to be mindful, very mindful of how you feel and how you talking to yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Self talk is so important. Like just being intentional with how you talk to yourself. Cause like it's literally just words. It's just words, but it's also just words. Like, does that make sense?
It's like when it's yourself, I don't believe it's just words. When it comes from other people, it's just words because that's all you can really know about it. You don't know how deep the feelings are about it. But I feel like when you talking to you, them words can turn into beliefs, and them beliefs can turn into actions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, it is just words. But
When I say just, I mean it's like I mean like simplicity. Like it's so simple.
it is, yeah, it is.
Something so simple can either work for you or against
Yeah,
you.
benefit you or kind of like destroy you from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What? Oh, you go ahead,
no, I was just
sweetie.
gonna say it's crazy. That's it.
Yeah. One of my favorite things or quotes that what I just said reminds me of is we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are.
That's a cold one right there.
Yeah, that's on
cold
my screensaver because I was like it's one of them things when I seen and it completely changed my perspective.
That's so true.
Yeah. What else on your mind? This episode is sponsored by Air Doctor. As Americans, we spend about 90% of our time indoors. But I bet you didn't know that indoor air can be up to 100 times more polluted than outdoor air. Breathe easy with Air Doctor, the award-winning air purifier that eliminates 99.99% of dangerous contaminants like allergens, viruses, smoke, gases, mold spores, and so much more.
So if you didn't know, I'm 100% a clean poppy. Like I'm gonna make sure my house is clean. So when I got the air doctor in, first off the setup was easy. I had it up and going like in 2-3 minutes. What the air doctor really like did was bring it all together for me because it's cleaning things that my eye can't catch. It's really an amazing machine. Once you get it going and you pop it open to see that filter to see what was really in your crib with you all week, resting, laying with you, you will feel a difference in the air. I mean, get you one, bro.
With the Air Doctor, our home feels cleaner, safer, and just so much healthier. And that is more than likely because, unlike other purifiers, Air Doctor captures invisible particles 100 times smaller than standard HEPA filters. Head to airdoctorpro.com and use promo code FTHH to get up to $300 off today. Air Doctor comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee plus a 3-year warranty, and that's an $84 value. Free. Get this exclusive podcast-only offer now at airdoctorpro.com. That is airdoctorpro.com using promo code FTHH. This episode is sponsored by Bun Charge. Bun Charge is a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every way possible. Founded on science and inspired by nature, all Bun Charge products adopt ancestral ways of living in our modern-day society. Their extensive range of premium wellness products help you sleep better, perform better, have more energy, recover faster, balance hormones, reduce inflammation. Honestly, the list goes on and on. From blue light glasses and infrared saunas to red light therapy to EMF management and circadian friendly lighting, Bun Charge products help you naturally address the issues of our modern day way of life effortlessly and with maximum impact. My favorite product from Bun Charge at the moment is their red light face mask. So I'm a sensitive skin girly. I suffer from dermatitis, and although it is healing, there's still some scarring that I really just want to get rid of. And I'm not gonna lie, it's also very relaxing. Like, it's giving self-care, and I just feel like I'm taking care of me. You know what I mean? I like to use my red light face mask as I'm reading my book, relaxing a little bit, just a little me time. As I said a million times, it's very relaxing, very much giving self-care, but also like it's super lightweight on the face and it doesn't get hot. This journey is very, very new for me, but I really love what I'm seeing so far. Bun Charge's red light face mask also helps with wrinkles and fine lines, sore jaw, eczema, migraines, acne, scar tissue, wound healing, relaxation, razor burns, and ingrown facial hair. She's really that girl. Yeah, if you want to try out Bun Charge's red light face mask or any other of their amazing products, go to buncharge.com and use coupon code FTHH to save 15%. That is BONCHARGE.com and use coupon code FTHH to save 15%.
I think I'm gonna cry soon.
What do you mean?
Not just like in this moment, but I just like I can feel like it's coming up. The season of me crying. I don't
Oh
cry too
my
often,
God.
but I can feel like I'm finna have a cry soon.
I love
I know you get them
that.
out like
I
I
know.
know you get
When
them
is
out frequently.
weekly? When is the last time you cried?
Can't remember.
Dog, that's crazy.
Can't remember the last time I like. I know it wasn't. It couldn't have been too long, but like this cry, I can feel it coming up.
Oh, I
Um,
love that.
and it feel like a seal of a cry. Like it's the cry that's going to seal off the end of something and the start of something new. Like it's
Mm.
I feel like when me cries always seal off my change. Like I have truly changed when I cry. Cause the cry ain't necessarily like it's the mixture of it's like it's happy. It's also like a little sad. It's kind of like a grieving
Grieving,
cry.
yeah, that's the what I was thinking of as
It's a
well.
grieving cry, but it's like anger as well, but it's also comfort.
Mhm,
It's a whole
mhm.
lot of emotions because again, it's coming from some emotions are coming from what I used to be, and then some are coming from what I'm starting to become. So it's like the
Mhm.
cry just seals off the change, but it's like it's sealing it off, but also starting it again because we ain't never like just one thing ever too long. You might get the enjoyment of being this for I don't know a week. Like humans
Yeah.
change, we develop and change so quickly. You might get to enjoy this version of you for like we don't know. It may be a week, it may be a month, it may be 6 months. That's why I'm starting to like really just accept who I am because I don't know how long I'm gonna get to be this version of me.
Yeah, that's comforting too also.
It
And it
is
makes you like really be in the moment
true.
and enjoy the moment. Speaking of, you talked about crying. I literally just wrote in my journal this morning.
This morning,
This morning. about how sometimes I get this feeling and I can only explain it as like pressure on my chest and a lump in my throat. And I want to know if anybody else can relate because I be thinking I'm crazy sometimes, and I am,
And I
and
am.
we do.
And we do.
But
Don't you
oh, and
shit.
they do.
Don't you shit.
um and I've ignored that for so long. I've pushed it down like for as long as I can remember. And I would say the past year or so, I've really allowed myself to feel that feeling and release it, which
Mm-hmm.
is like ultimately grieving is releasing, right? And crying is releasing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
So yeah,
not ignoring.
I think I got a good cry coming.
I love that. And how do you feel about it? Are you looking forward to it? Are
I'm
you
excited.
okay?
I'm excited. I might do like a little kid when you just get a whooping. I might run to the mirror and see how it look. I might do that and see how I look, cry like I ain't that bad. Oh
Shout out to
yeah.
everybody who cried in the mirror because I know I cried in the mirror.
You gonna see how bad she damaged you. See if you can see anything.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Also, another thought. This is just more like a random thought.
Uh huh.
Like spring is coming and bugs finna be back outside. Not a fan.
He hates bugs, guys. Like he's
Specific,
square with bugs.
Specifically, I hate flying bugs.
Flying. What you could do a spider.
I don't give a fuck about if it crawl, cause I can I I got you. Like I'm faster than you. Are you crawling? I got you beat.
Yeah.
It's flying bugs that just you give me the ick. I don't like flying bugs. Like you got wings. I've always wanted wings.
So are you jealous?
It might be like
Are you
I
mad?
might just be mad. Like I've always wanted wings, like to fly away, not from like the situation forever, but just like for a blissful moment being in the clouds.
Yeah.
And these four niggas just terrorize people with their wings.
I
I'm
think
talking about
y'all.
bees.
I
I
know.
hate
I
bees
think.
and
I
wasps.
think you are in their way. Maybe.
They be in my fucking way. I don't never go nowhere and disturb bees. They always find a way to disturb me though.
Yeah.
I don't quite fuck with this time of the year. I really
I
like
love spring and
me
I'm
do
so
too.
excited about it because when I tell you the winters be it's just
I love winter.
it's just the external change triggers, not even triggers cuz it ignites an internal change for me. And why is it funny? I'm so
Ignite like I don't know
serious.
why you say ignite the wintertime ignite it reminded me of Elsa. Like I don't know why.
Shut
It's like frozen. I
up.
don't know why I did. It's
But
funny.
nah, it ignites an internal change and again, something else I wrote in my journal this morning. It isn't change that disrupts my nervous system, it's my reaction to the change.
Ah, yeah,
Like I don't be like I just need to learn how to flow more.
yeah.
But no, I'm so excited about spring. And speaking of like seasons,
Mm-hmm.
I'm such a lunar hoe. Like I'm so
I ain't
obsessed with
talking
the
about the moon.
phases of the moon.
The moon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so obsessed with the phases of the moon. And it's like I've always been attracted to like the moon and interested in the moon, but I'm really in my research era. Like I'm learning a lot and I want to learn. And so I don't know, like there are certain things in life where you just really have you're really drawn to and you have
Mm-hmm.
like a calling for it. And yeah, I'm just such a lunar hoe and I've been syncing my life, my existence with the moon because when you sync your existence with the moon, with the phases of the moon, you are existing as one with the universe, with source energy. Like that's the only way. And it's beautiful and I'm obsessed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Another I ain't gonna call it. I was gonna call it revelation, but no, not revelation. Another
Revelation how to get
thought.
a nigga gone.
I need to go back and listen to some dot. It's been a
I
minute. I don't know
know.
why it's been a week,
Sensei.
but another thought I've been having is that some of the things that we as people want to buy, and it's some material shit I want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
These things need us more than we need them.
Okay.
They need us to like to buy them, to drive them, to wear them. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So other people see them, and other people want to buy them and wear them and dry them and continue the cycle of buying.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that I only want to purchase things that one either help people or if it's strictly just for me, I want when people see it for it to remind them to be themselves.
I love that.
So I just don't want to purchase nothing that just continues the buying cycle for. I just don't want to participate in that. I want to buy something or this. I want to show people something that reminds them of themselves, remind them to check in on them, to be themselves, to be creative, and not just be a walking display trying to gather attention or praise. You know what I mean? Just really like only purchase, and I can only do that by only buying shit that I truly like truly
Yeah,
into.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And not nothing for no praise or nothing like that. Just truly like creative things to make people like. It's a simple reminder to be themselves. You know what I mean? And get
yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Um, yeah. So just fucking random buying for like just to be buying type shit.
yeah. No, I feel that. This is gonna sound really selfish, but I mean, if you're buying it for you, it should be about you. Like it
Yeah,
shouldn't be
yeah,
about anybody else but you. Like,
yeah.
and even in my home, my records, my clothing, my incense,
Anything.
it's all about me. It's about, I'm trying to make a safe space for myself. Like I want to feel safe. I want to feel comfortable. Everything I buy is about me. Like I don't. Yeah.
True.
Speaking of, I love what you said though. That is so beautiful. Like to remind people to be themselves, which ultimately relates back to you being yourself.
True.
Being yourself. Let me tell you something. It is the code that I have cracked, and I hope everyone else cracks it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just be yourself. It's the most beautiful thing. It's the most magnetic thing.
yeah. I pray everybody embody themselves eventually.
Yeah, whatever that self looks like in that moment, because the self that you are is ever flowing, ever changing. So whoever you are in that moment is valid. It's enough.
True.
Speaking of consumption, though,
Mm-hmm.
because that's something that's been on my mind, my media consuming ass. I binge watched a whole TV show this weekend, Turning Point, Tipping
Oh
Point.
yeah,
I
you
can't
did.
remember,
You
but it
did.
was actually good. London Tempted was in that hoe.
You sound like you had a good
I
time.
had a great time. It was good. It was good vibes. I had a good time. But after, I think another thing, like I be so hard on myself, and this is gonna lead me to my thought. People talk about, we consuming too much media, we consuming too much. Period. Yeah, I agree, but I don't think we take enough time to process what it is that we are consuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because everything that we consume, whether it be a movie, an article, a TV show, actual art, a podcast, music,
Mm-hmm.
it's art. And it is meant for our consumption, but we're not taking the time to process what it is that we're consuming and developing our own thoughts on what we are consuming. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what did that mean to you? Why did that scene resonate with you? How do you feel about that scene? And a lot of times, like, it'll take you on your own little journey. And it's actually
True.
very healing. Like, damn, I really resonated with that part because this happened in my life. And that healed something in me. And an example I can think of is like my favorite book ever by James Baldwin, The GOAT. If Bill Street Could Talk, there's a part in it where, as we going there today.
I
So
see.
for those who don't know, I'm a young mom. I
Mm-hmm.
had a baby at a really young age, and
By me.
by this guy.
By me.
For those who are wondering, for curious minds,
Every episode we get somebody that just don't know if we like a couple.
some people
They be
are
like, "Well,
y'all
we
a
friends
couple?
or
I'm
not?"
like, this
Nope.
my nigga.
Nope, she had a baby by me.
This my nigga.
Nope.
This is my man.
Yeah.
But the response I got from my mother, and her response is valid, and my reaction to her response is valid. Okay.
Okay.
It wasn't very like comforting. It was like, damn, I disappointed her. I let her down. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I carried that with me for a long time. That feeling of I disappointed my mom, or I did something bad, or I'm not good enough, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a part in the book where the main character, Tish, she is telling her mother that she is pregnant. And her mother is like, girl, I already know, basically. I already
Yeah, yeah.
fucking know.
She already knew.
And Tish starts crying. And her mom's like, what are you crying for? Don't you even dare start thinking that you are a bad girl. She basically starts affirming her, letting her know this is okay. You're still a good girl. You're still enough. You didn't do a bad thing. It is okay, baby. And when I tell y'all, A
It
river
got you.
got me. I started crying.
Yeah.
And that one, like, sometimes it's harder to think about why something resonated with you, but that one was easy for me. And I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like, damn, I needed, babe, so many years I waited to hear those words. You're not a bad girl.
yeah,
You're not a bad girl. So I say all that to say, consume intentionally
yeah.
and reflect on the things that you have been consuming. Because it might fuck around and change your life. It might fuck around and heal a wound that you didn't even know you needed to be healed.
Yeah. I feel like our ability to taste as a society is like dropping rapidly.
What do you mean to
Okay,
taste?
like how I put it, if I put 10 dessert dishes in front of you, and but I only gave you, I'd say 1 minute to taste them all. You take a bite out of each one, and you go on to the next. And then I asked you like to describe how each one was. Your description of it is going to be weak. You only took a bite out of all 10. You didn't sit
You
there
didn't sit with
and
it. Yeah.
indulge in this one thing and
Mm-hmm.
really go through it. I think as a society, that's why our taste is dropping because we don't really indulge anymore.
Yeah.
Since we can get to the next topic, the next thing so quickly, when you swipe
Mm-hmm.
that thumb up,
Mm-hmm.
it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
Like the experience is done. You don't even really know how it tastes. You don't really even got the feel of what it was. Um, I don't want to show my age or nothing, but
I
like
was just thinking it.
I don't want to show my
I
age.
literally just said to myself, I don't want to sound like an old
I
bitch, but back
don't.
in my
But like when we was
day,
younger, like we didn't have like social
these
media was a baby,
options.
and we didn't
Yeah.
have all of this. It didn't come so rapidly, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can even remember like DVDs and such like that.
For
We used to have to like
sure.
judge a movie off its cover and read the back,
Yeah.
and you had to watch it fully, like to understand it. Now you see a reel, you get the plot of the movie in 45 seconds.
We giving too much too quickly.
It's too much too
Like that's the
quickly. We're not even
thing.
enjoying these, and like we live in the art era. Art is everywhere. We making art right
Yeah.
now from our home. 30
Mm-hmm.
years ago, you couldn't broadcast because
Mm-hmm.
what we have essentially is a radio show,
Essentially, yeah.
and you couldn't broadcast shit like this from your home 30 years ago. So it's crazy. We live in an era where art is so abundant, yet we just flick it away every time we get to it. Oh, that was dope. Flick away. We didn't even sit there and look at the artist. Like you didn't even look and see why you thought it was dope. Was it the colors he used? Was it the shape? Was it
Yeah.
the actual style of like how he painted it? Like you didn't even indulge in it. You just, oh, that's dope. Like go up. Like
Yeah.
we just gone, and like it's just crazy. Like you said, we just don't indulge. The taste is dropping. Like
Yeah.
crazy.
I feel like we're not indulging in the essence of these things. Like, yeah, it's just,
Slow living is an art form that's like we're losing.
yeah.
Like really, slow living is an
Mm-hmm.
art form that
Mm-hmm.
we are losing in today's time. Like taking your time with something, truly enjoying it, and seeing it from so many different angles, rather than just hearing a little bit, seeing a little bit, tasting a little bit, and going on to the next thing in the next 30, 20 seconds. You know what I mean?
Or even word of mouth, like
Yeah, word
for
of
your
mouth.
friend telling you about some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
facts.
you like, damn, I gotta see this, and you go see what all
Oh
the
my,
hype
I
was
gotta hear
about.
this artist. Who you
I
talking about?
gotta hear
Like
this, you know?
shit is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different. You've been off of social media all year.
I have
How
not.
has that been, and how has that affected your ability to actually indulge in
So
things and enjoy
flex a
things?
little bit. I've been off. What month we in? Just
We're
the
in March, end of March, so
end
almost
of
four
March. Oh, March. By
months.
the time they see this, will it be April?
No, baby, it'll
No,
be
no. I
March
just
still. It'll
be
be end of
barely though. Yeah.
March.
So I've been off social media almost 4 months, and just there's been a sense of relief. Like I just don't gotta show nothing. I
Mm,
just ain't got a sense of relief, a sense of since I don't know how everybody else is doing, I can only engage in my journey and not judge my progress based off their progress.
yeah,
That's the feeling I've got. Because
love that.
unconsciously, because I didn't even know I was doing it for real until I got off of it. Unconsciously, I'm gauging myself against everybody I see swiping up almost.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
Don't let them be
You're
a
comparing.
yeah. Don't let them be an artist. Then I'm comparing. Like, am my flow as good as theirs? My lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
my video,
Mm-hmm.
like you know what I mean? Like, so that has been dropped. And
I love that.
on the negative side of things, though, I would say on the downside, I have been exposed to less art.
Yeah.
So I have seen less art. I've had to actually go look for the inspirations like in the world, which ain't bad, of course, that's
That's
great.
beautiful, yeah.
But I have been exposed to less artists over this time period. So
Like
music
just
artists, just
generally
art, just
artists.
like any
Yeah,
art
yeah.
form you want to know. Fashion, I've been exposed to
Mhm.
less over this time period. But what I have been exposed to, I've had the time to deeply go into.
Yeah.
Um, the yeah, so those are just the two things I got from it. It's been cool.
Love that. Very beautiful. And I have to say, like, you being off of social media definitely influenced my consumption as well. Like, I don't be on there like that.
Yeah,
And I've pivoted my creative career to where it's like, that's not really my job anymore. I actually
yeah,
don't need to be on there.
yeah.
And so, yeah, I feel you. I 100%. And it makes you something you said. You was like, I'm not exposed to what other everybody else is doing. What I am exposed to though is myself. Like I
Yeah.
can actually, if you don't want to hear yourself and you don't want to know what's going on inside, stay on social
Oh
media.
my
You should
mother.
stay on there. You should keep
Yeah, yo,
scrolling.
my mother.
You should go ahead and continue to be caught up in a
You
loop.
really run across motherfuckers telling you to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, stay on there. They
Yeah.
welcome me.
Yeah. So, nah, I feel you. I feel like I'm deeply connected to my soul. I can hear myself. And although I haven't experienced tons of art online, I feel more creative. I feel the
Hmm.
most creative that I've ever had. And I am allowing the creativity to take shape no matter what it end up looking like, you know?
Yeah, thanks. They give you that.
Yeah. Something else has been on my mind.
My mind.
My mind is that I really feel like I am in the midst of a quantum shift. Like I am slowly but surely, and it's scary as fuck. Okay, because like when you are attached to what was in pain and suffering, really,
Hmm.
but I'm aligning myself with my true self, my
Hmm.
true reality. And so when I say quantum shift, I just mean that there is another reality that exists at any given point in time. There is infinite possibilities, right? And those possibilities come into fruition the moment you give them attention. And it kind of goes back to like, I can convince myself of anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a little difficult for me, if I'm being honest, to just fully let go because it's that process of grieving that is just so ugly and beautiful at the same time.
Hmm.
And yeah, I've had to do a lot of letting go, but I've also to like fully get myself into that quantum reality and align myself with the energy in that quantum reality. I have been scripting. And
Mm.
when I tell you, scripting is really the shit. Scripting and visualizing.
Yeah.
Remember, I read it a little bit to you, and I was
Yeah,
just
you
like,
did. That shit was like, yeah, that shit was hard.
it felt
I
so
forgot you told me about
real.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt so real. A, because it is.
Yeah.
But also, I was just like, damn, like, nah, this manifestation shit is really real.
Yeah.
And I want to know, all my manifestation girls and guys, tap in because that is really my shit. That is really my lane.
Shit.
That's my shit, okay? But nah, I've been scripting and visualizing and really allowing myself to be here but not really be here. Like I'm
Yeah.
here but I'm really not here. You feel me?
Yeah. And just for those who don't know scripting, I'm
Oh, please tell them.
scripting is like when you are visualizing, right? Am I going right? Visualizing your manifestation and you write it out
As if
like
it is happening
happening. Like
in the present tense. Not like, oh, I want this. You ain't begging
you
for
know, no,
shit. You know
you
what I'm
are
saying?
actually that. Like it's almost like a director or a writer writing a scene in a movie.
Yeah, so
You
for
are giving yourself lines, correct?
something like that. So
Something like
for
that.
example, like when I wrote a quantum day in my life.
Hmm.
And I just was just talking about how I was like I woke up before anybody else. I came downstairs and meditated. I mean, and I do that anyway, but
It's still a part of your life.
that's still a part of my life and I'm just like Okay, here, this the part. I walk down in my living room and it is so beautiful. There are plants everywhere. The knock chopper smells so beautiful in my kitchen. Oh my gosh, this is the kitchen of my dreams. I have my panoramic window in it, and out that window, I can see my garden. I can see the beautiful tomatoes that are almost ready to harvest. I can see my lemon tree to the left, just right there. I'm so happy that I manifested this life. And every time I had that feeling, every time I seen the synchronicities of 444 to 333, it was source telling me that it was already mine. And I'm so grateful that I held on to that feeling because it's here. I'm so blessed that this is my life.
You a cold nigga, boy. You are cold.
Nah, that's
You are cold. That was beautiful.
thank you.
You one cold nigga. I tell you that.
I appreciate that. So are
Your
you.
poetic ass. Did
Yo,
they tell you?
poetic ass.
What?
Hey, everybody here, thank you for letting us be us. Like, real shit.
True.
Like, y'all just give me permission to be myself.
True.
You feel me? So I appreciate that. What else been
Love
on your
y'all.
mind? Love y'all. Forever. Forever, ever. What's been on your mind, baby?
The last thing I could remember that's been on my mind is that I think crazy is the new bliss. You know, a lot of times you go, like, especially downtown there, you go downtown, you just go to parks, you go through places and you see somebody and they like odd. They acting real, what we might call weird, like, dude, crazy. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
may be talking really loud or just like
Mm-hmm.
dancing or just like, you ever see them
In their
people
own zone, yeah, for
like in their
sure.
own
It's the
world?
guy who walks around here where we live at,
On my
and
mama,
he
yeah.
just got his headphones on,
And
and he
he,
vibing.
I'm somebody
And
like,
I adore it
he
so
he
much.
look like how we look when we in a room by ourselves moving music, but this
Yep.
nigga in Kroger,
He
like,
yeah. He
so
outside. Like, no, I've seen
outside,
him in the street walking. Like,
bruh.
not in the street, but like outside walking.
I seen a nigga going in the what's the bookstore you be going to? Barnes and Nobles, and he was
Barnes
like
and
on that shit.
Nobles.
I'm like, Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles.
I crazy people like that. I'm starting to think
Crazy.
they are the new bliss, like,
Yeah, for sure.
versus like somebody who's working 40 plus hours a week and got this stress and these deadlines and these and living the American dream though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all lit for him. But he's working so hard and so stressed about things versus this guy over here who's literally just following his inner thoughts, his inner dialogue, and just
Yeah.
going with it. I'm starting to think crazy is the new bliss. And I need to
Yeah.
lean into my crazy shit too.
What I take from that is, because for me, sometimes I walk in the room and I notice everybody in the room. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like, I notice all the energy in the room, but he ain't nobody but him
On
there.
my mama.
And like, I love that. And I feel like I care way too much about everything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So a goal of mine is, and I've been getting so much better at it. I find it trying to peek in a little bit is just to care less. Like, stop caring too much.
Yeah.
Care enough, but not too much. And when I walk in the room, I'm trying to be locked in, because he locked in.
I ain't nigga locked in.
He's locked in.
I don't know if he even saw me. He don't give a fuck about
He doesn't
nothing.
care.
And I knew he was on the right shit because the things I said to myself let me know that I was in the wrong and he was in the right. When I said, bro, tripping. Like, he don't know he like out here. Don't he know to like go into the social norms and like walk normal, talk at a decent
Yeah.
voice, be like.
He living by his own rules.
And I'm like in my head, like, damn, I just kind of told bro, you outside the box. Look at me I'm a boxed in nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, this nigga is on to something. I need to be
He
like
is
him.
on to something.
That nigga is on to something. So next time you see a crazy person, just know that they a little closer to peace than a lot of people are.
For sure. Yeah.
That's my last dump.
My last dump is, I'm excited to get into this Severance, but
What?
also Severance could have been about 5 episodes this season because so many were fillers. I need to know what happened.
God.
This is the season finale, okay? And I really better be finding out what's going on with Miss Casey and Mark,
Oh,
or
my mama.
Miss Casey, aka Gemma.
Gemma, like,
they better be.
they better touch hands.
We better come to a solution,
Something,
okay?
bro. 'Cause Severance, I was so hyped when the nigga
So
was in
excited.
Sizzle video.
Oh yeah,
I
Ben
was so,
Stiller.
bro,
Ben
I was
Stiller,
so hyped for
yeah.
Severance, but Severance has been a little too slow of a burn for me.
It has, like, it was one episode where Miss Cobell was hiding. She was in her old house for
That shit was
like
way too long.
I was just like, what?
The fuck
You could
going
have
on?
spared me. Do better.
Raising Canaan back. Don't fuck with me.
Raising Canaan is back.
And that shit
So
has been
even they filler episodes be elite.
what? Rock?
Like a lot is happening.
My nigga Neek not dead. What?
I'm here to be entertained. So please get it right.
Please.
Entertained and stimulated. So yeah, tap if y'all but if y'all watch Raising Kanan, Severance, or whatever you watch, let us know because we love a good ass series.
I love a good series.
Yeah.
So.
But with that being said, let us know what is on your mind. How have you been feeling lately? Let's talk about it. Let's rant about it.
Whoa.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. But yeah, that's my YouTube voice. My YouTube era coming out. But thank you guys so much for being here with us, spending this sacred time with us. It literally means the world. We love you so, so much. We're sending you so much peace, so much love, so much abundance, and everything you need in this moment. We'll talk to you next time. Bye. Mwah.